Right, hello everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Capmonic, and once more, that's Duel Masochist. What else would it be, you know? We're persistent, we're climbing, somewhat, we're grinding. And we've reached Platinum again. And I think it is time to play a deck that we actually haven't played in some time. Which, as I mentioned at the end of last stream, is our generator deck. Now granted, there are probably changes we could do to cut this down a card or two, to maybe make it slightly better. But as is, I think it's a pretty decent deck still. What changes did we make? We swapped out the extra deck compulses for just regular compulse. There is the third Lopter included. We changed out Unedited Transverser for the Centurion Legacia. Yep, that is roughly how you say it. Because, you know, light or dark, level 12 synchro, which means it pairs better with, what is it? Mirage Dragon? Is that your name? Chaos Mirage Dragon. That'd be the one. We haven't got a whole lot new to the deck. Oh, we also dropped Iron Thunder from the list. I think that's what we replaced with the third copy of Reader. So, a couple small changes since the last time we played it, but nothing too drastic. It's still generators, we're still trying to go first. Hopefully it works out. It is what I feel is one of the strongest decks we have, if not the strongest, just by default. However, you have to weigh it up against probably just the blind second deck, really, with Kaijus and such. As far as hands go, that's pretty damn good. A couple too many normal summons, but pretty good. We're against standard deck size, by the looks of it, 40-15. That could mean just about anything. They don't even have anything that really gives a tell. Raid Raptors. Oh boy, if they do full combo, do we not have it out. And this, of course, brings us back to the ever-present point. The Ghost second deck rarely loses a coin flip. The majority of people in this game want to go first, therefore you will be going second a majority of the time if your opponent wins. And for the coin tosses you win, well, you decide anyway. Of course, the problem is, sometimes one Kaiju will knock out the main threat of a board, or they have layered disruption. Against Raid Raptors, we would knock out their whole board with a singular Kaiju, sorry. Ghost second deck does have some nice removal. Oh, wait, removal. Right. The progression series I'm part of. I need to quickly make an edit to a deck list I have for it. Because I remembered that I have a rather fun piece of removal. I should probably put it in as a one-off. Yeah. I don't think that's going to change the consistency too much. Anyway, oops, back to the main event, Master Duel. I can't say much has changed since Monday's stream. The work week has mostly gone by. Not necessarily fast, but it has gone by. England played a rather disappointing game yesterday. That was... or rather, like, that sounds a lot worse than it actually was. I think their play was fine. I think the tactics were poor. Because we went 1-0 up and then added defenders to the team. Swapping them out for, like, offensive players. Which just wasn't the move. As is evidenced by the Argentina versus Spain final. I think I will watch the Battle for Third and the Battle for First. kind of want Spain to win. They are, in fact, towers. It's just, can they get there? I reckon they can. What else? I think I've beat the Elden Ring DLC over this point. With the exception of, like, the main DLC boss. I've just beat Bale and finished the questline for the Priestess. Which I don't actually know how you're supposed to work that out plain, actually. That seems crazy. You need to happen upon her at night, and then she'll be in a different place. Then you need to try and interact with her, and you get an option. Which, if you know about the item, it seems a little mean, honestly. So rank 6, right? Or is it a 7? It's the 6. One of them. 5 over here. So you need the 5 and 2 4s, and you need to keep pretty much all of them face up on the field properly. What could I do once the towers has been established? It's unaffected. Highest natural stat in my deck is still 4,000. Highest unnatural stat is technically whatever you want, thanks to Jormungandr. But of course that is an extra theoretical, you know, extra hypothetical scenario. But that is turn after turn of it actually being able to use resolve its effect and your opponent breaking on whatever else they have. Right, so there's another 4. 4 strikes. Did you manage to put... No, you haven't put the other one in the grave yet. You need to put the 5 in the grave. So... I'm sure they'll show me how they're gonna do it. Oh wait, did you use the... He's on the field, so you probably did actually use it. Use that. If they didn't use it, that is how they get the 5 in the grave. But if they did, I do not know. For at the moment, the best you can do is like quick 10. Rank 14 doesn't exist. Rank 13, yes. 14, no. So yeah, this doesn't look like much of anything. This really doesn't look like much of anything. Do you have a protection thing in the grave? Doesn't look like it. Destroyed, you special a Revolution Falcon. So we do not lead with Raigeki, we do lead with Fenrir. That works. I have a feeling this might be easier than I was thinking. Do I want the field spell or do it? No, I want the extra cards. It's a negate. So the obvious issue is that I have to, like, I can't clear this one, I don't think, this turn. Or I have to use, like, exactly Raigeki on it after. You only target attack positions. So, tribute itself. If it summons in either position, the which is what we need. Oh, wait. That will do it. So, yeah, we go battle phase. We do Fenrir, attack over this, and then we can do the effect. We can just banish this one. Which means that you now can't... I mean, they don't have the... Like, the quick play would need to be on field, I guess. I'm overthinking this a little bit, can you tell? I'm just treating it like they have a mystical card in their hand, but they do not. Or a mystical card on field, but they do not. 1800. 31. Uh, 125. We've got a chalice to set. I think we're pretty solid. Like, I could make Jormungandr here, but it doesn't seem to be much of a point. Yeah, we'll call it turn. I think I like how this is playing out. I've got a 5-card hand, granted, but I think I'm okay with it. I mean, that's fine. I will chain here to get Locta from the deck. Okay, Ash is Ash. But that is the Ash Blossom then. So yeah, you can make a rank 4. I'm not going to do a thing yet. Right, I am missing a thing. I realised. That's fine. They were going to be able to do this anyway. If they have another rank up, they can... Oh, do they not have another rank up? Do you use your... You haven't used your normal summon. If you have one of these, you have it. I mean, they might have other cards which are just as good, but like the main thing I'm scared of is the 13. For obvious reasons, unaffected 4,000, I think. Okay, they are going to use the effect. Equal to their combined ranks, so you have to control an Xyz, and you have a set monster. Oh, they use their normal set. That one is just a negate. Yeah, it's just a negate. I'm okay. I don't know if they have anything crazy, but I don't think I need to use Fenrir. Like, this was a normal set, so... Yeah, you've already used this effect this turn. I don't think you can link summon again. And your whole deck is Xyz, which requires face-up monsters. Okay. That one's just not necessary. Yeah, you can negate a face-up monster, so you can negate Fenrir if you want, but it's not going to do anything. Monsters still die. You still get to add a Lanius. But this is also still just lethal. I will, on the off chance, because one of their Raid Raptor cards does things on direct attack, we'll get a field spell. Yeah, there we go. First game, first victory. Granted, I know the opponent messed up somewhere in there. I don't know how they did, but I do know that they did. Because, yeah, I think they have all the lines and they are on it. The goal is obviously to turbo Rising Rebellion. But, for whatever reason, one way or another, they fluffed it. And my hand was none too bad, let me tell you. So let's start off with 4 Legacy tickets. A nice, calm opening that is unlikely to accept. Indeed. Was unlikely and did not. Anyway, meat of the matter. 2 Master Packs because we won in Platinum. How good it feels. To be back. To be able to win and get multiple packs. We might get to things a little bit faster. This is a good pull. Torrential's a good pull. As much as this is dupes, Zoa and Torrential are pretty good. Lefty... Right. We need righty. So lefty's fine, but it's not great. Torrential and the Zoa are a lot better options. Zoa increases the consistency of the metal morph package. And Torrential is just a good board wipe, you know. Stood the test of time, really. Banish all you control, minimum 2, draw 3. You cannot normal or special summon except Cybers. I don't think we have a deck that could really take use of that. That's our second Ab-Zero. Xian, Metamorph, and Diamond Direwolf, which is probably our second one. I mean, it's an okay rank 4, but, you know. Excuse me. Overall, not too impactful in the pulls department. And Torrential is a good card, but we would not be running it in Generator, because it comes down to basically as a failsafe. How big is our Metal Morph package at the moment? So, of course, we've got 2 Zoa. 2 Zoa, 2 Swordsmen. We have 2 Max Metal Morph, and we have 2 Flame Metal Morph. So, like, it's actually there, you know? You can't say it doesn't exist. Tribute 1 that mentions... Oh wait, yeah. What do you... If this guy's in your hand... Yeah, so it has a during the main phase, you just get a Metal Morph trap. And yeah, you just get Flame Coating, and you give the Flame Coating to Metal Flame. Which starts off 100 points smaller attack, but gains 300 on the first card activation, which is not bad. And does a small amount of burn. Something we can definitely consider for a future deck. I do find it funny we have just like OG Metal Morph as well. It's neat. And we actually get to win the tournament, so we're being rewarded for coming back to Generator. It's been so long. We might be. At the very worst, we've still got Druid Swarm and a Dominus Impulse. Well, you want to do it, you can do it. I'm not going to stop you. Okay. 'Tis fine. Still have an impulse. Do I just reborn? Yeah, sure. We'll just do it on your turn instead. We gotta put him in defense position. He now plays around Lightning Storm. Could do Yazi here, but I don't think it's worth. Whatever they're on a competent deck. They have hand traps and they have more things they can activate. We have a Solemn, and we can tag into, I think it's just Valor really. Rituals. What ritual is it? Voiceless. Yeah, I don't really think there's a better one I can do. I mean, this is a card or effect that summons. Before the end of the main phase. I mean, you set that, which means it can't be evenly. And you get a draw. I can make you send a monster to the grave. That works? Yes, it does. I know you've got at least one, so it does give you a choice. In your graveyard, add it to your hand. Shame. No. Absolutely not. You can only use the second effect once per turn. And of course you just have two of it. But the question is, what did you ritual summon? That doesn't do it. You need low. But that gets you to low. Actually, I should have used it then. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can negate the activation if you do destroy that card. Right, I guess I have to wait because I was done. Although it just gives them a choice on whether they hit the Destrudo or the Ha, in which case they would hit the Destrudo. You control. I can still target the graveyard. I don't think it's going to resolve, but I can try it. What would you bet that the one draw off of Max C is what got them into the game? Just saying, you know. I think genuinely without the Max C, I don't think they would be in this as much as they are. I know that sounds salty. It is salty. But I also think it happens to be factually accurate. I made them send a monster. They sent one of these. They then used it as the ritual material after adding it back. So yeah, it's a bit of a question as to what Card effects. Card effects generally. Right, Destrudo. Or not Destrudo. Jerusalem. This probably eats the negate. It doesn't actually matter, really, because I still can't target them. This is targeting removal. I can't attack this, I have to attack this. Okay. I don't think that helps me any. I want to be perfectly clear. The only thing it might do is get them a ritual monster, which means that, what is it? This is probably just the destroy 2. If I had to guess, you know. Yeah, because this is going to do a lot, right? Like, they can let this go through, and they will still be ahead. It's a real shame, because I can only target this thing. So let's just call it. Because max fucking C. I hate it. I just ever so slightly hate it. And the thing is, it was a bait, but like they were going, I mean they were going end of main phase, which means I lose it, or I use it for Lopter, and then I have to use it during my turn, which they probably just imperm it early, although I'm not sure if that would have been any better, honestly, because then like the Maxi just changed the next draw of the deck, and just added it to their hand, which got them into the game. Lopter by himself does not stop that. Double Bestial, double Generator, and a Crackdown. 'Tis a hand. Again, we're against 40 card deck. Tell you what, you hit Platinum and suddenly everyone is on 40. Mystery card. Your move. I'll get nice and comfortable. Oh yeah, I guess between last stream and this stream, I did finish the Hacker Hands ladder climb that Joe did, which is probably the most enjoyable one I've seen of his lately. I'm not saying that his ladder climbs generally aren't enjoyable, but it's just great. I just think it's leagues above. That was the normal song. What your normal song? Be okay with this. Destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. Why didn't you lead with that? In all seriousness. Oh, you also just don't know what you're doing. That said, the previous climb was RB, which was pretty cool also. DDD was fine. Not super interesting. Just because, like, I'm not that interested in DDD. Speedroid was surprisingly fun, I'll say that. And then Megalith was also pretty cool. Where does that put us? 4 months ago. So there's still a couple. Man with the Mark, that was cool. He had a couple neat iterations on that. I have a bias for trap monsters. That's a shit draw. I'll get a monster someday. What else are we looking at? Oh yeah, Power Rangers. He did Super once. And then I think that takes us back to almost the start of the year, where 7 months Mitsu, yeah. So I think we let them link. Use a bestial compulse. That's probably the order of operations, if they even remotely know what they're doing. Was that a tribute summon? Tribute summon driver? Alright, I'll wait. I am so mightily confused. I can put them off a monster, I can hit them for 25. They can't have just opened badly, I don't think. Oh, okay, that solves everything. It even gives me light tokens. Main 2, activate boss stage, and I'm pretty sure that puts us in a solid position for some reason. Really know quite what they can be worked on. They've got driver in hand, but what else? They've taken their time to think regardless. Okay, well that does in fact solve it. We go for this. Go chain link 1 field spell, because worst case it just leaves Goldrake live. Chain 2 Valor to summon, which fetches us an Omni. So I'm kind of happy with that. I wouldn't say it's my second Sky Striker, because that probably still OTKs for an empty board. I mean, I think they are just not quite familiar, you know? I think that is all there is to it. They just aren't quite knowledgeable enough. I really don't know why you did the monster effect there. That was just dumb. We'll take Valor out, because Valor was summoned from the deck by the field spell, which leaves me with a light for the Goldrake if they have follow-up. I don't think they will, but if. Yeah. I mean, this is just lethal. But I think I will put a couple generators on as negate, just in case. Because that feels responsible. Correct. I can also bestial them. But during my turn, because I don't currently control a monster. Has to be a bot, by the way, right? They're taking far too long to think about turns. Either that or, you know, someone's sibling of like, oh, look at this cool game. Or someone new to the game. There are a lot of options. I just think it's weird. It's weird that it's Sky Striker. And it's not that weird anymore. It's not going to be Masochist, is it? You got like way too many Sky Striker cards for it to be Masochist. You've got Engage. Yeah, this can't be a Masochist deck. This has to be like actually constructed, you know? Poorly, but constructed. Well, that's another win. On with the next couple of packs. One legacy ticket, so it's just the master packs. What has everyone else been up to during the week? Anyone else done anything exciting, interesting for them? Had a good time? Rediscovered my love of, like, little guessing games akin to Wordle. That's neat, but not good. Because, what was it? I saw that my brother was playing a game with his niece twin called Redactyl, which is akin to Wordle in the sense that you're still trying to guess words, but you're trying to guess a Wikipedia page. And there's a whole bunch of words that are redacted. Did that do anything? Not really. I kind of need the other ones. I really don't have any of the other ones. And so I managed to help him out because the one that I'd stumbled in on was apparently Cretaceous. He asked me to name dinosaur periods. It was a good thing I did stumble in, for he misspelled Cretaceous, and it was, you know, correct. He just put it in wrongly at first. I can't remember. He might have done IOUS. In the same way that you would say scrumptious. Have a nice sweet treat for me later to remember that. 60 card deck. Alright. So we go normal summon. Quick effect. Get a Valor. I think Valor puts just Yugioh on the field, does it? No, I think Valor puts Lopter back. And we can set a Trap Trick Trap Hole. Contribute this off next turn for half. And we have a Bestial in hand as well. We have follow-up in the way that we could send Yugioh for Valor to summon them both. Grass. Yeah, we're getting rid of that. You're gonna have a few decent effects. Alright then. Well, I'm happy about the Bestial. Say that. I'm also happy about playing a slightly larger deck. Infernoid, that does not do dark monsters. I am in the danger. How do you summon this out though? Okay. One face-up card your opponent controls returns from hand, please do. Not even to negate it or anything, just because, you know, it'd be nice. You still have a Nunku left, and you do have a Link to in this deck now. That is not the Link to I was thinking of. You added Antra. Yeah, go for it. You can still summon that out. I'll still summon Antra out. Are you just going for, like, the Link 4? There's a 3. Stella. No. I don't want you to have that. Now, I can't special summon if they control Under the Fire. They can still summon. There's the Anunku. Destroy all of the monsters? Damn. Oh, 1/5, send 1 card from your hand. Special summon. God fucking damn it. And you send Snow? It's cracked hand. What am I supposed to do? You know, the thing is, Snow does just kind of, me see if I can wait for snow to do a thing before I match him up. Does banish the cost. I'm not sure I can bait out the snow, but okay, I can try. By try, I mean, not do much of anything. They've got 5-7 on board and they didn't go to end phase. Use it or lose it? Well, that was rather straightforward. Give me just Strudo, I guess. Ooh, that's tempting, but I think I do gotta use, right. Summon back from grave. So I think it is just this one. But first, while they control a monster, I guess I'm going to target this. I didn't consider that, actually. I could steal this with just hammer, but that's not quite right. Spanish Snow, I don't have an 8. I added the Strudo. So I can 7, I can destroy, but it won't get me anything back. I could banish... Wait, I can banish their graveyard. And crash over a thing. How much is in their graveyard? Not a lot, right? No, they don't really care about the graveyard at the moment. I'm going to do this because I think it is just correct. Get rid of this one. And then, yeah. I think I could just keep it. It's a spell trap gate, right? Yeah. Why don't I just do that? You control no monsters again? And it returns to the field, so it should actually return to the field. They don't summon themselves again. My obvious issue is if they have, what, a Tondel in hand? I die? Destroys a monster. What are you doing? Sorry, what? Ow. Ow. I don't think I'm dead. But I ain't exactly healthy. No. They did just put it back. Well, that brings up an issue. Lost Wind is not a bad one, but it doesn't necessarily save me. Save that one. I'm going to attempt to do it. Yeah, I didn't think they had graveyard effects on their spells, honestly. I guess they didn't. Okay. I don't hate that. That is a normal summon. But I can't summon another one. Level's too high. Which is a monster negate now, right? Yeah, they have a monster negate on the field. So I do just go battle phase. Clear this one. They can just summon the other one, and there's a problem. I think I'll leave it like that. Gotta loss win this, and then use Forbidden Chalice. Well, the thing is... Yeah, okay. I guess that does work. Now, if they summon from the extra deck, I don't get that back because they banished it. So I could negate it with Chalice, and then I could banish it, bring it back. I mean, they can bring back whichever one they want now. They have 3 names. They have 3 names. Banishing from hand first. Type 1 monster from the field, destroy that target. Yeah. I'm just not gonna let that resolve. Oh, okay. Destroy all spell traps on the field. So, yeah. We just stop that one. Not that there's a reason to. No, there is a reason. It's because this one's the monster negate. And then we can just, you know... Oh, do they all have their claws? I guess it must be the smaller ones that have a clause that they cannot attack the turn X effect is activated. Oh. So yeah, we just do this. We tag out... I guess this one, because it's negated. I can then Raigeki them, and then it depends on what I draw. They don't have any influence left in grave, they don't have any grave effects in grave. Fenrir is a pretty fucking good draw. I still think with just Raigeki, it's a monster negate. They're all special summons, so Zeta can just threaten. Yep, you can go with whatever you want. Although, the Dark Monster was probably not a good choice, but we'll let that happen. Yeah, because they're all special summons, I think this is the play. We just keep states on the field so we can tag them out for the next one. They can summon back this one. Oh wait, no, from your hand. These can summon from the grave, can't they? Hand or grave, yeah. So it's what they draw, really. That one wasn't anything. Which could just mean they're getting ammunition for it. I can set this just so I'm not dead. What if Labrador? I think I probably would have... maybe I would have, maybe I wouldn't. They milled 10. there is still a lot of space for a lava golem to be hiding. Okay. That one second on the field, shuffle it into the deck, tribute one monster. Unless they're just, like, killing themselves. Because they might. Link one. Link a Revo. Okay. Right. Well, the game was already over, I guess, but now it's extra over. I kind of have to do this. But then I get to do this. And it connects. Okay, cool. Another game win. It feels a little weird, but at the same time, we aren't going against the strongest decks, you know? I feel like we went against harder hitting decks in gold. So, we'll see when the time comes, I guess, whether this is still as good. But in the meantime, 4 calming, very dull legacy decks. Indeed, we got a super rare normal monster, the second copy, which is an 1800 stat line. It's odd defense, it's not particularly odd attack, okay. So yeah. Master packs, where the interesting things could and should be, if we were to not open duplicates all the time, that is. If you could play a 40 or 60 card deck of one card, what card would you play? That is a hell of a link too. That cannot be understated at what hell of a link to it is. That is just spot removal. It is easy to make, as easy as Haggard. Haggard in fact points to Cerberus, which means we can draw a card. Making Link 4's just got a little bit more interesting. Not necessarily easier, but more interesting. I mean, that's a staple. That just goes in, like, pretty much every deck. Ancient Warrior, the Dolce, and yep. Alright. It's a real shame that wasn't a Royal Rare. Going into that pack just for an extra, like, you know, couple cards, that would be great. Picking up Mech Knights, potentially other links. Another Drytron. Styverdark. Element Saber. Star Seraph, okay. Speaking of RBs, as we were earlier. I mean, it's good, but it does need RBs. Teleport Fusion, I think we can technically use, but it is a technically use. So, let's go over to the duel bit and let us just check out, because I'm pretty sure we can use this. Yeah, we have a target, Psychic, and a Synchro Xyz or Link. Which is neat. But I'm not really sure what we can make as sacrifice for it. And okay, we have 3 of this one now. We have the ritual spell, we have Dad. I have learnt how you ritual summon with this deck a little bit, thanks to what's his face? The progression series I'm doing. I'm actually going to the Arctic Drytron pack, which, by the way, this is not a member of. This is just a Master Pack card. It has been at least a good couple of years. Konami, update your secret packs. I know you just updated a bunch, but like, what do you mean to tell me? This is just a Master Pack rare. It's not in the pack. How could you do this? And the same goes for like the Drytron cards. I'm pretty sure this is just a Master Pack card, yeah. Like, why don't you update the secret pack? Anyway. I do need to be right back, so I shall be right back. Give me about, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I am returned. I also might be a bad judge of time, I don't actually know. Wasn't really checking. On with the next duel, anyway. I decided now is in fact later than, the time I had mentioned it. And so I've got myself a sweet treat. Is this the same person? What are they on? There really aren't a lot of people playing at the moment today, are there? Voiceless. They're on voiceless. Right? Unless they're not the same. I've got 3 set cards, which ain't bad. I've got a Bestial in hand and a level 1 tuner. You know what? I would say this is a mildly decent hand. Even if I'm not having as much fun in Masochist due to like some of the decks I've been playing lately, I will say the progression that I've been doing has been very fun. Oh no, those Raid Raptors. What if you just didn't control... Nah, what if I took it? My Raid Raptor. And see what you do now. That is what I was hoping. Nice. Set card. Pass. That ain't bad either. Right, normal summon. That goes through. And we could make Legatia, but this is infinitely more value. It is 500 extra, and it gives us potential draws. I'm going to, speaking of potential draws... Oh. Yep, Magma, get rid of the 1 card in my grave. We still have Floodgate and we still have Chalice, so I'm feeling pretty happy about where we're sat at the moment. Could be evenly. Could be. But even if it is evenly, we maintain 2 Bestials in hand. It was not. Let's add Jerusalem. Against the Dark deck, I feel like this is a good point to be at. But yeah, playing this, what was it? Playing this thing with Friend. Again, you just don't seem to have, like, another one. You don't control a Raid Raptor. I'm glad we had this duel. You cannot possibly be the same Raid Raptor. I mean, you could. Very easily could be. I wouldn't be surprised if a few people, like, you know, just saw Raid Raptors going first and just thought, no, absolutely not. I think we just go battle, we know what defense it has, so we just attack him with this, and then we attack him with Villains Act for game. Better get another one. Be careful. Anyway. Direct 4K for game. Mostly. They didn't let the hit go through, which saddens me some. And we have 2 legacy tickets. Did I duel against the same person twice? Sorry. I am led to believe, yes. Profile. 086 409 455. That's not what I meant. Yeah, that is the same duelist. What are the odds, guys? What are the actual odds that you go against the same person twice in the span of 50 minutes, I guess? It requires that we both are in the same rank still. I guess. Yeah, it requires we're both in the same rank, we're both playing at the same sort of time. Maybe there's not as much to it. Maybe. Maybe the game is rewarding us for proving that we are actually the better player. Well, we got a new card already, a Witchcrafter card, which part of the problem we have with that is that we don't have enough names of various things. So extra copies are always good. Centomina, not an amazing card, but hey, at the least it is new. It is a fusion, although we don't have that many ways to fuse. That is not new, but it is a good ultra rare. That is new, and well, this card is an equip card. If this card is special summon, treated as a tuner, you target synchro, equip the card. Okay. I mean, it's neat, but that's about it. And that is a very good Unchained card. We are slowly building an Unchained package. Huh. And that was only the first pack. We still have a second one. Crazy first pack there. See, sometimes the luck does just give you shinies all over the place. And other times, you'll pull duplicates that you just can't use for the life of you. That is the best Evil Eye card? No. Evil Eye of Selene is the best Evil Eye card. Gorgonio is not particularly bad, though, must be said, seeing as it is a replacement. Sunseed. You control a plant normal, special. Banish this card, target a link to a lower special monster with the same name, but negates effects. So this helps with actual, you know, just Sunseed, Sunvine, Sun Avalon stuff. Astraltopia, good extension for the rank 4 strat. I don't know if we were playing him originally, but we definitely weren't in the Pendulum 4s. And Stall Turn is just a decent counter trap. It's a negate the negate, which makes it a little riskier, but you know, it is mildly decent. It's pretty low cost, but it is pretty situational. I said pretty very many times during that those sentences. Right, one more and we rank up into Platinum 4. Let's see if we can do it. Win the duel, gain a rank. We get to choose, we are going first. So it'd be at the mercy of the Master Duel Shuffler. And I mean that in both regards, because while the opponent is playing a deck, they still have to abide by the fact that the Shuffler exists and it will deal them a hand. Our hand starts with Kashtira Ogre, and then goes on with Lockpit, and then attempts to summon from the deck. Which doesn't go through, which, when your opponent special send destroy. Right, did you reveal? I feel like that was 6. So you send a Synchro to the grave, special this card, and you destroy a card. Well, bye bye Ogre, it was nice having you. Didn't last all that long. And it locks them into Synchros. Oh no! I mean, yeah, there's only one to destroy, it's not a... Oh, I guess they're choosing the Synchro effect. I mean, yeah. You want to return a monster I control to the hand? Do ya? Because honestly, that's kind of better for me. You can go for it. I still get a summon from the hand. Or the grave, but we will be doing the hand. You're a Synchro deck, so that's gotta be good. We have Negate, and we have a Summon Negate. The Sweet Treat is very nice. 5-card hand, 1 card on the field. Cool June. Which does immediately Synchro Summon. Via effect. Granted, I do still have a negate on field. Rotary. Do not immediately synchro something. Am I getting it wrong? Yeah, you can synchro something. Overtake. Go for it. Which is limited now, isn't it? Yeah. They really do just have an amazing hand, don't they? Can't really get much better. Yeah, okay. So, you want to know the fun thing about this? If you don't use an effect to synchro summon, I can just negate it, and then you won't actually send the graveyard as synchro material, because, well, maybe you were, but it doesn't accomplish what you want it to. I mean, yeah, we just use this here. It's getting popped anyway, otherwise. So let's not let them get the ad. Normal Stone Tuner, okay. I have a feeling they might be able to put on a lot of damage. I can stop a synchro summon, but it is one synchro summon. And their deck may or may not do like 3 or 4 in a turn. Okay. I mean, the effect doesn't like get to try again, you know, you do understand that. Maker. Okay, what does Maker do? Oh, right, no, it's more the fact that you sent this and you sent this. I mean, that's okay. You get to add a cool tune card, but I'm okay with that. I don't know where I need to stop them, but we'll find out. And if it doesn't work, then, you know, we tried. We kind of knew we were going to be against this deck at some point. I would have wanted a little bit more on my field for it. But you can't have everything. And they're taking away my boss stage. What do you actually call on the top of my deck? Chalice. Why did you give me Chalice? It's weird. That is just a negate. Do they understand that targeting monster negate might be detrimental? Also another tuner, tuner. So yeah, like none of this gives them an inherent or an effect synchro summon. That would have been the Cool Tune synchro they activated at the start of the turn. The spell. So I can just negate the summon with one. Remix. I mean, what did you send? You sent like the Monster Pop and Spell Trap Pop, I think. So yeah, like, I gotta do it anyway. But hey, the summon's negated. Bye-bye. Are you not a once per turn? Why can you just activate it twice per turn? Why does this have a 2? I've never read that before, and that pisses me off. Everything in this game is a hard once. If it's not a hard once, it's a soft once. Or just not a once. And then you've got a handful of cards. A genuine handful. That are twice or thrice. Oh, right. Weird smells, sorry. I forgot that, you know, brother was home, carbonara. That still negates the summon destroys it. It isn't properly on the field, it gets destroyed. Okay, so they do still get the if centigrade, but it's synchro material. They attempted to synchro summon with it, regardless of the success of the synchro summon. They only need to put on another 2/5, which is not a lot. This seems like 3,000 or something. Ah, no, I need a tuner on my field or in the grave. And what connection? It's not timer. Connection failed. We'll take it. I don't particularly envy going against Cool Tune, you know, at all. I don't think it's fun. Well, there we go. Plat 4. Very eventful. Very dramatic. I mean, yeah, Cool Tune. Very much Cool Tune. I tune up the lock speed into synchro monsters. Oh no. It does look like a hell of a card, but I think it also commands a bit of a price tag in the TCG. Otherwise, I'd probably actually get some for myself. It is fuel for the Arctic Fire. That is a deck list I tend to make. That is not much of anything, is it? The best thing in here might be the Everlasting Alloy, on the off chance that we actually get Jinzo stuff. And even then, I don't think Everlasting Alloy is one of the better cards for Jinzo. Lore of the Cosmos ain't bad. Actual just, you know, regular Jinzo is probably the best card in the archetype. Like Redemption, another Therian Bull. But we don't need Bulls, we need the other ones. We've got Regulus, we've got Foom and Bull, I think. And we've got one Argyro. That sounds about right to me. I didn't mean to open them all. The pack sucked anyway. Okay, on with the next one, I guess. I have developed an understanding of Drytron and Magispector thanks to this little progression series I'm doing. I did open the Drytron Asarctic pack on like week 1. I tried to build it, I just missed on Polari, which is a mandatory super rare. The deck does not work if you don't get Polari or the new Super one like the Polestar. I forget what its actual name is. So that was moderately painful, but only moderately. No specials from deck. Alright. I guess bet. Someone from hand then. And then the rest of this ain't too bad. So 1, 2, and 3. I could give them a draw, but that doesn't feel right. I want a 60 card deck. It needs grass. I don't want to give them draws. I don't want to let them get to grass. Okay, it is just branded. So tribute off himself. You might have held something, but it doesn't look like it. Which means we can just make you send a monster to the graveyard, which might trigger an effect, but I will take that risk, because it also does just give us an Omnigate. Send Titaniclad. Add monster. Pray tell, what add? Are you going to add something that you actually want foolish? Because you could. A few people don't, but a lot of people do. its main effect is just foolish, the other bit's optional. Okay. Sure, send a monster from your hand to the grave, please. Will you, or will you not? Familiar. Send the Iris Swords. Alright. No. Don't want to. Has to summon itself from the hand. So you could have another one in hand. Quick effect using monsters from your hand or field. Okay. I mean, I think I let you do that, honestly, if you want to. Okay. Two monsters. With rank with null. It's just combos. They get like everything back, which is moderately annoying. They get this one back. Oh no, okay, it's not everything. They do get a Dogmatica or Albaz. I get Cosmic. I've still got an Omni, but the issue is that Valor was summoned in the way Valor was, so Valor's going immediately. The Omni is expensive this time. It could have been cheap. Thinking. Okay. Add a Draco Tail. You can't fusion with it, so I'll let that go through. You can only use hand or field. I'm surprised to see the Draco Tail card, I will be honest. Fimina, which won't be able to activate, but it can, you know, I guess it can during the end phase. No, during the main phase. Set a branded spell trap, go ahead. You've got one more end phase effect to activate, so it does that. I'm a little nervous to see what I draw, because they are very good at repairing all their resources. I'm not so good. Unless I get the field spell. Oh, you're adding it to your hand. Fuck, man. What is that cost? You are being banished if you leave the field, right? What's the fundamental difference? The fundamental difference being if I get Valor, I can't summon Valor. Actually, if I got a cashier, I can do that either. Why did I misread? Why do I just, like, look at the card and think, ah, yeah, wait, set. Add to your hand or set. I just ignored the other bit. Not that it matters. They just get everything back. It doesn't matter what I do. I have 2 cards. Granted, I'll have 3 given the draw phase, but, like, you still just have 4 cards. 5 cards. It just sucks a little bit. I'm a little annoyed. All the time. I know Cool Tune disconnected, but like, you know, we need Cool Tune and we lost to Branded. Branded is probably a better deck at this point. Add another one for next turn. Love it! Lip off. Yep, this should have been in the grave. It's my fault that it's not. Well, actually, no, that's the thing. It doesn't actually matter. Oh, right. Fusion zone. Are you gonna do it? I'll just leave you be. I don't like being able to play through, like, you know, most of their things, even them on practically nothing, and then you just get to the end phase and then your opponent suddenly has a full hand again. And you're still down to whatever cards you just had. Like, you haven't recycled, you haven't added back, you've just got, you know, 2 or 3 cards. Take it or leave it. We gotta go first. Well, it is going first hand, say that. Best Labyrinth impression. Alright. I have no idea what we could be up against. They could be on just about anything, really. Heck of hands. Okay. Heck hands are funky. I don't have any monsters, so... You can also send, but you're not doing that, so you're just adding. And there's Gygus, right? Yeah. Opponent draws 1 discard. Damn. Forced compliance. Nice. And right, I do have to... Why can't I change? Oh, control no cards. It's not no face-ups, it's just none. I can put it back in their hand, or I can steal it. Oh, I didn't put the Cerberus in my deck, I'm just realizing, after calling it a staple. And I want this game to end sooner rather than later. I need to clean up after Cat. Not myself, but the pet cat. She make big stinky. And... absolutely not. Do not fuse. You get to keep it because, you know, this isn't negate destroy. I don't have a trap in the grave. What can I do with Link 2? Blizzardo, Sebek. Okay, can't do anything with like a rank 4 or anything like that. Okay, we stop the fusion. Swap 5 cards in hand. We know one of them. Mystery card. Okay. Seems fair. That's a pretty good one. In fact, it is a very good one. They haven't done anything. put him back. And I used my normal summon, so yeah, we're cool. It begins. It really does begin. Okay. Don't have anything engraved, right? Tokens. They're thinking a lot here. It could be many things. Could be a quick play spell. Certain quick play spell, methinks. I just want to be able to activate Lopter at the earliest opportunity. That is the game plan. They've got singular solitary set monster, they've got a fusion summon in hand, which is what they're going to do. So we're going to do this, we're going to get rid of you. Again, what doing? What thinking? What great contemplative act is going on? Can't attribute this because it's an illusion. But it can be destroyed by battle because its effects are negated. No. You cannot activate its effects. It's not an activated one. I don't think. Alright, let's see what they fuse. It might just be the 2. It could be, if it's down to loss, we might have an issue. I don't know. Bless me. It is down to loss. We do have just soft negate, so I think we'll just use that. I'm not using it immediately. They are doing Kaiju. Alright. I didn't see Lava Golem on the list of things that was happening. Are you taking the Lava Golem by any chance, or are you taking back yours? You can now kill things, but, you know, use it wisely, I guess. I don't know. Choose your monster to kill. Also, your Heck Hands cannot attack directly. I guess they attack. I mean, they kind of have to attack the Lava Golem if they want to take out any monsters from my side of the field, really. They're in fact taking out their own Lava Golem. Funny. Genuinely funny. End phase. Okay, so they do not have a lot at the moment. I don't have a lot either, but I think I'm doing marginally better. I am doing marginally better. Indeed. Normal summon. Activate the effect. Now, they do have... Oh no, they got rid of Breus, so did you draw another one? Seems like it. Is it a quick effect? No, it's not a quick effect. Okay. Do I do anything? Make a link to banish to lower the attack. Doesn't really seem worth it. So we set mystery card. End phase. Draw. Valor. Valor get? And then we contribute off the Lopter. Lots will contribute miscellaneous monster. So... then 1. And 2. I don't know what's in hand. It's going second, so it could be super. That would be moderately annoying. Go by. I mean, alright. I don't target. It is annoying that you picked the negate. But, sure. We just work around it. Okay. We locked it. We just, you know, chain link on for the main phase. Sorry. Harpy's Feather Duster. I can protect everything. Oh, I was supposed to tribute off Lopter. Dumb. Yeah. Val was summoned by effect, so we can just pop this. That's fine. You can use this, but then I can just Chalice. I mean, you can get the Volcharmy from my hand, like, you know, if you want Reyes's live, you can do it. I mean, surprisingly, absolutely not. Again, you can kill things by battle. It's Lopter or Condemned Witch. Because the other one can't, and this face down you don't seem to want to flip. So yeah, get yourself some Corelia. Have fun with that. How you doing? Oh no. But yeah, hey Antoine, how's things? Hope you're doing well. We're going okay. We're in plat 4 at the moment. A little bit hit or miss. At the moment, I am still kind of waiting to do a thing. Big Eye. I mean, Big Eye can't attack. Can't clear anything with the Ghost Ogre. He could Synchro for 7, but I don't think we're playing a Synchro 7. Nothing is currently recurring itself to the hand. This can't die. So it's exactly... oh. Nope, you can do that. Which means you can fusion. I might be in a spot bother. I guess they're trading up whether it's... no, tributes on them. That's not what I was expecting. I mean, that's extra damage, but you still can't kill anything with it. This can attack. This can actually kill things. This can't attack. This can't kill anything. This can't deal me damage. This is Lopter. This makes Lopter, if you dare go to your next main phase. Well, this is Lopter. So, congrats, you played yourself? I don't know. I'm gonna banish this. You best believe I will. That fusion. It was Jowser. I might still be in a spot bother. Deck of Grave to hand. Okay. was going to do it. There's Zeno. I can banish Zeno instead of destroying him. I mean, most of my extracts are like passable. And those are just that, they are passable. You can't steal this, and you can't, yeah, it's like the Dynamite's cat, but I'm not sure what that really does for you. Big wall. The thing is, I think they now actually have recursion on their side, where they didn't quite before. So, what do you have? Nothing engraved. This is banished. Well, okay, so I don't have to worry about that as much. I'm sorry, I was going to do it, but this tool was taking a while. Yazi, that is a problem. The tiger is not so much a problem. There is a chance that they just do that. I mean, I could link 4. I can link 4 and banish the field. That probably, actually, that outs everything. So we're getting this, which then summons, and then I haven't normal summoned. Oh, you can send this. I kind of forgot that that had an effect. Okay, I can't make this. I can't make the big guy. Do you summon in defense? You do not summon in defense. I can get rid of the big eye. I can get rid of Yazi. Power play. I can get rid of Yazi. You control. My face when. I can make a link to. I probably should have made a link to. Can't synchro for 9, can't synchro for 11, those don't exist. At the moment I'm okay. Sorry, I should be chaining on for the main phase. You're not quite there yet. They may steal the whole extra deck piece at a time, but I don't think they're going to get anything useful. They can't summon any of the links, so my actual boss monster is safe. Okay, pray tell. Yomangander with no material. Legatia with no effect. With an effect. Oh. That bad. On the other hand, I can, like, the thing is, I could protect this. Yeah, the way to do it is this. That adds. This is a rough fight. This is not something I expected to take as long, honestly. But getting that back. This can destroy a card. I will just pop, like, the token. Well, actually, no. I'll get rid of this. But first, we're going to tree off these two. Oh, crap. That was the attack boost. Me very dumb. Generate a monster or beast warrior. Right. So that was never gonna work. One of these two. This can't kill anything by battle. How much life am I on? This is an illusion? Yeah. This kind of works, more or less. It's difficult. Are you just fusion summoning another one? Don't have hands engraved, so it is field exclusively. 3 hack hands monsters. It can be treated as a hack gun, so they could use these to as material. They use those. Okay, Dandalos, which is a good choice. They get to destroy one if they want. I could protect it. You got Steel 1, Steel 2. No. This was summoned this turn, it can't change the position. And they have to use both to even attempt to get in some damage. But that, wait, no, that is just lethal. They do just use both. Right. Yeah. That is it, right? I think they do just clear it. Yeah, there's no actual attack prevention things, but still in the main phase. That's just it. That's just game. Oh, it was a good game, but just like, damn it! Come on. The thing is, the ghost ogre on the field 100% got me. They are really just blind seconding. They're not using super poly though. I'm a little annoyed I lost to that, because this is also a deck full of 2-ofs, which is just wrong on like so many levels with so many of those cards. But hey, it's okay. It's just part of the experience. And besides, we can see that the deck is already doing a lot better than some of the other ones we've played. For, you know, we're putting up a solid fight. That duel went on for a few turns. And took a few minutes to piece together. That is not much of a in first hand, but it does contain the Generator Field spell in 2 forms. Against the, what is with the 60 card piles in Platinum. Right, set 1, set 2, set 3. We definitely do Metaverse at the start of the turn. Or when I say at the start of the turn, I mean, like, you know. Okay, we wait. Extra normal for this. Okay, that's not what you want to use your normal summon on. Okay, I'm making a Link 1 with it. I guess on the off chance I want to do it now. Because if they add it to their hand, I then get a, you know, thing. If they send it to the grave, okay, they've sent it to the grave. If they do add it to hand, I get a thing. Thank you very much for that. Right, I think we're going Lopter. Chain on. Gonna sell some tokens. And then we immediately tag one of these out for her. We've still got Floodgate Trap Ball, which is going to be useful. You can't really do more searching without costing yourself something. You've got your additional normal summon still. Okay. That's Blue Eyes. I can summon it out and I won't be able to Bestial it. I could also just negate it. When your opponent summons a monster, that is the last thing to happen. Indeed it is. Now what? Your hand can't be that good. Because you started with, you know, Master with Eyes of Blue. Kyber Man. Okay. Can you do that if he's face down? Doesn't look like you can. Otherwise you would have done it. Send one, activate one. I mean, yeah, go for it. Yeah, we'll let that happen. You're just sending Blue Eyes. Congrats, you have 1,000 attack point monster. No. And then, just for good measure, we can clear this from the grave, just in case they have been saving the Kyber Man effect. Because if they've been saving the Kyber Man effect, now they can't use it because there's some banishment that does hand up to your grave. See, there's some times when we play great, partly because we had a good hand, but also just because we kind of know what we're doing. And there's other times we play awfully. Are you on just like a whole hodgepodge anime style deck? Very much so. You have Exodia in here. A lot of 2-ofs. The only 3-of is Blue Eyes. That is not a deck. Granted, we have lost to similar such decks once upon a time, and probably will do at some point again. Breaks just happen. Opponents sometimes just draw the nuts. You can't help it. I'd like to be able to, but, you know. I guess where's the fun in that? It's supposed to be a challenge. Neat, we got a new card. I can't remember, I think we might have the blue link. Another Fiendish Chain. Not bad. Runic Destruction, that is one of the better ones. We could do with the fusion that searches the field spell. If we get that, Runic is a playable, like, engine, sub-like part of the deck, you know? Ignite. Paramage, Witchcrafter. Spellbook Knowledge is pretty good. Anguish Pattern, which I think bumps it up to 2 or 3 now. And Chaos Phantasm. I'm going to banish Light Tuners. I'm going to banish level 8 or lower Dark Non-Tuners. Lego Dark Synchro. It's something for if we do use Ruddy Rose effect, but that feels like it's so incredibly specific. We're not reliably making Ruddy Rose. Not in, like, any of our decks, really, but, you know. just to make a point. Also, we should check if we have the other kiss. What are you? Kiss kill. No, we don't have Leela. We have most of the main deck, but we do not have the other part of the extract we need. Okay, that's our 4th Fiendish Chain. Bless me. 2nd Anguish Pattern, not 3rd. That is unfortunate. That does help out with Witchcrafters. And speaking of, where are we at? Main deck names would be good. We're still very short on spells. Okay, on with the next game. We do have a lot of options. We've been playing for a time, so we should have a lot of options, but it's nice. Branded cringe. Agree. You on branded? Or are you not? Because if you're on branded and you're saying branded cringe, like, at least you're self-aware, but damn it. Ooh. I don't think it is going to be Valmonica, but it could be. You've also drawn the Garnet. Oh, it's actually Valmonica. Yay. I don't think we have much of a chance, but yay. They can get targeting protection, Omni-Negate Counter Trap, Compulse MST, and Monster Negate. They can use the Compulse MST 2-3 times in a turn, or the, you know, Monster Negate Targeting Protection 2-3 times in a turn, or a combination of both, up to 3 times total. They also have Change of Heart, the field spell, and they can Link Summon Raigeki on attack declaration. I have been shilling this deck for months in Joe's Discord server as something you should play, because it is really fun. And of course, Inverter means you can put, yeah, what is it? You can make Masquerena and your Link on this turn, and then you can Masquerena Link into the Link again, because the Link is, the Link ones are hard once per turn on the summon. In the same way that, what is it? Abominable Unchained Soul, the purple one. You can only special summon, you know, X once per turn. So yeah, you get a pendulum summon of at least 2. Just 2. Get another Search. Yeah, this is going to be a real difficult turn to actually do anything with. Also, they don't really put things in the grave, so Monster Reborn doesn't do a lot of anything. They have 3 counters on that one, which is the main one. But they will have 1 counter on this one, which means they're partly there. And they are doing Fiendsmith things as well, which makes sense, I just don't like it. I play Trapped because it just searches the pendulum scale. But you are playing Fiendsmith. You had me for like a good time, but no, fuck you, you're playing Fiendsmith. I think it's cringe. It has a Light Fiend. You don't have to put Fiendsmith in a deck with a Light Fiend. Right, we get to choose. Let's go first. It is mission objective. Mission critical? Not quite as it turns out, but rather. Still pretty important. That is not too much of a hand, but, you know, still a hand. Molcharmy. Maxi. No. They definitely have them, but no. Main phase, yeah. I can't really threaten anything. I've got a Bestial, I've got the Compulse and Permabuckamoon, which, if Blue Eyes, is not a bad, you know, combination of cards. But I still need follow-up to, like, get me places, you know. That does not feel like Blue Eyes. Where were these people who were giving me 1,000 life points when I was playing Valmonica? Is it your best Labyrinth deck? Okay, we're both pretty much nothing. That is a card. It technically summons. I just want to get into damage. That's all it is. Are you scared about the 2500 direct? No. You shouldn't be. It takes 4 of those to kill you. What is it? The highest attack point you can survive is 2633 3 times. If it becomes like 2634, it's a 3-turn clock instead of a 4-turn clock. Become face down. Okay. Negating the Valor does not do a lot of anything, but okay. They are, in fact, on Blue Eyes. Floodgate didn't work, but that's fine. Add level 1 Light Tuner, which gets Maiden of Light, which gets, yeah, True Light. True Light to search, probably, rather than summon. I expect it's likely. Search for spell, spell do the thing. Although you still don't actually have the Link one, which means you don't currently have a second normal summon, but that doesn't matter if you can special summon Blue Eyes. The question is, where would one compulse? Dragon's Mind. I mean, that's funny. I mean, it's good, actually. Funny suggests bad. That is actually a decent card. But yeah, you do need to summon Blue Eyes now. The thing is, you don't have the field spell, so I could compulse this back to your hand. I don't really want to, but I could. I don't think I should, actually. They're going to attempt to summon it. Also, I probably can't compulse, right? Card effects, yeah. So, Magma. We'll just get that out of there, thank you very much. That resolves. Right, and I get to search a Dark Dragon. It will not be destroyed, though. Okay, we leave it. Depending on how things go, I might compulse my own Magnum up to banish another card from their graveyard. Next turn. Well, that feels greedy. Really greedy, and this is a situation where transfers would be great. And that fusion is unaffected by traps. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So these are both going to the grave. Probably. We wait. Yeah, I think I will actually compulse my Magma. It technically protects me from damage because it can only attack monsters. It gives me interruption for them. Blue Eyes you control. Blue Eyes is not something you control when it's in the grave. You can set a trap. But you can't activate the Dragon's Mind because this has the wrong stat line. I guess, yeah, you just, like, negate the Magnum next turn, but I do get another banish, which is worth it. It also means I don't control any more monsters like the Fenrir, but you would just negate that instead. Rapture Extrapole Nightmare. That is not a particularly useful card at this juncture. Get rid of Blue Eyes. I don't know why I did that. Oh well. Yeah, big dumb. We forget. Tis quick effect. Set mystery card. And phase. I am pretty much just dead. They need to activate a monster effect, special summon this turn, and I need to negate it, and that needs to mean something. Also, they get this back. That is a normal summon. No, I'm not doing it. Not yet. I don't know why they didn't get back Dragon's Mind previously, though. They completely forgot about that. As Maiden White. Maiden White. Nope, Link 1. Which I can punish. Unless they've got another Dragon's Mind, and that's why they didn't do the thing. Hanging on by a thread against Blue Eyes, apparently. Yeah, you just had another one. I'll do it. It basically gives them full combo. Even if I can summon the Magnamut, I can't do anything with the Magnamut. It just dies to battle. It blocks one attack. It won't get the search because that's what they've been holding the Imperm for. I recycled my Magnamut, they recycled their Imperm. Fair's fair. The only difference is they didn't, like, spend a card to recycle. They just made something different that was better. Because fair's fair. Well, it's not a bad hand, though. It is a better going first hand, but it is not a bad hand. And it's Blue Eyes. Again. Bestial is the best interaction we could hope for. Outside of maybe the Solemn, that is, the Dominus card. So we'll just take what we got. Well, the obvious question is, where do we Bestial? This person immediately seems more competent. Right, the thing is, this does, I mean, you get the field spell. You do just get the field spell here. You've also got Kyberman the Legend, which means that I don't think I need to Bestial sooner. I think I need to Bestial later. Although that probably still doesn't do it, actually. Mausoleum of White, yes. Grant you your second normal. The Kyberman can special summon one, and then the Maiden, if targeted, can special summon one. But Kyberman needs one in the grave. Wait. So no, this does kind of do it. But the problem is they can just cycle the other one twice. It's like, this does prevent Kyberman, but that's all it does. Because I chain on too late, does it not prevent him? And one is banished? No, okay, cool. But yeah, you can still use the field spell to target Foolish Tribute Spec, which brings back the Maiden. Then, if you're on, what, Synchro Rumble, that'll do it? No. What does it? I don't think it stops them, I just don't know how they get going again. There is an important distinction there. So yeah, that gets you the Blue Eyes back, which gets you the 1. So you can Synchro 9. You can go into the Crimson Dragon if you want. Crimson Dragon gets you the spell if you're playing it, which can target a Synchro or a Tuner, but the Synchro has to be like level 7 or 8 Dragon, I believe. Okay, I guess that might be it then. They don't want to get rid of the Blue Eyes, or... No, that's not it. They're gonna make... Are you making the Tyrant Burst? Or are you just getting... No, you're going for Chaos. You're going for the Magia as the OG Manila. That's a dilemma. I also need to destroy this card. I can't banish it. As Spirit Dragon. Which means you just need Ultimate Fusion and the Chaos Max, or a Chaos Fusion from your extra deck, right? Right. That's neat. Normal? No, not normal. Change position. Normal. Let it go. I don't like it, they can still show 2. It won't be on the field at the end of the chain link, so it won't get a chance to trigger. I guess I could try and protect the Drew as well. Or I could just put Valor Engrave anyway. Valor can then use its effect to get harder. I like that. Yeah, that's fine. Cannot be destroyed, cannot target them. Okay, so we summon this. You probably kill them both. This needs to activate still, so I can Chalice negate. You've got 1 grave, you can't get one back, so it's 1 grave on there, right? Yeah. That resolves. Chain on. If summoned. That hasn't used its effect. Do I care about that? You can special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a level 1 Light Tune. You can get either. And then it hasn't used its thing to come back. So I guess we do this. Just get rid of it. Manage this card out of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah, okay. So that's probably Jet. No, it is Chaos Max. Yeah, one step away. Right. I don't know how I get rid of True Light, but that would be fantastic right now. Although that doesn't really do anything thanks to the Azure Eyes. And then this can just send itself to basically the graveyard. And you can ritual summon. Okay. The ritual can't be targeted. Okay. I could make a 9. Which doesn't do much of anything. I think making 9 is the correct way to go. I just don't know what to do with it. Because otherwise it's the link to. A 9, I could... This was legitimately summoned. It is a 9. That one was cheated out, so I can't get it now. I don't have a way to get to the Tune Monster, I can't track down this because I can't target it, I can't compulse it, I can't chalice it. I can't have something with 0 defense, so I should have something with high defense or high attack. Might be Jormungandr. It's risky, but it might be Jormungandr. Because I don't have another plan to get over that kind of an attack stat. Do I put it in its... I'll probably put it in attack position anyway. We activate the effect. Detach Valor. Let's draw one. That's not how you play the game. You were supposed to like the fact that you get to draw one card. That is absolutely diabolical. Set. You motherfucking bastard. Why don't you want to draw a card? You get to attach anything. It doesn't even, like, kill you via True Light. You can attach the Ash Blossom. I'm happy I left it in attack, because otherwise that's double piercing damage, and I don't think I can deal with that. You can summon a Blue Eyes, I can't target it. Haptech. Ah, they can get it back from banishment. Wah. I'm gonna leave that because otherwise they can just attach the spell that's resolving. Otherwise they can just attach the trap that's resolving. It's really annoying. If it wasn't Ash Blossom, would I be doing okay? Possibly not, but would I be doing better? Yes, because I'd be on 3,000, that means only the Chaos Pact can kill me. As it is, everything can. That doesn't work, it has to be Synchro summoned. But I will happily, exploit that if you so choose. Help me, guys. Just want to take slightly less damage. That is unfortunate. I guess, what am I doing? Compulse? Compulse or Chalice, right? I need to keep track down, so it is Compulse or it is Chalice. I think it is Compulse. I'm not sure. What did you give me? You gave me Synchro Rumble, so you are playing it. You could have done that. Level 7 or 8 Dragon Synchro or a Tune Monster. Yeah, it's got to be Compulse. I need to keep the Alpha in hand. bounce this back to hand, which then makes it a brick, they can't summon it. I can summon the alpha back and steal this. I could negate my own alpha's effects and I can crash over this. Or... no, you have enough Blue Eyes and Grave that you can just keep summoning. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay. Yes. Because I think they have... I think they did forget about this one. That's a problem. You're not going to use any from field, and you are using... yeah, that's not Blue Eyes from the field, though. On the one hand, that does out what I need to go. You're not a once per chain. So just a... you know, okay. If you leave the field... right, but returning to the extra deck isn't in the field. So the best I could do is a graveyard effect. Or a thing to get something out of the grave. Activate. You're gonna get rid of Maiden. Surely that's a negate. It is, in fact, a negate. Which means I don't actually even need to spend the Crackdown or the Chalice. I can just summon this. Yeah, you go for it. I don't think it gets me very far. I do want to communicate that, but it does get me further than I had been. They can only respond to a monster effect once. They have responded to their monster. So I can target this, well, yeah, I think it will actually. I don't particularly want to be drawing the other ones. I kind of need to compulse this, but I really don't, or like, I mean, yeah, I really need to bounce back hand. It's bonus control. We're gonna put Drake. The other guy can at least search me. What's his face? Destroyer. Special. I think that actually does it right. Because they can just negate the activation. And I can negate with this, but they have two still. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. I don't really enjoy that. I mean, they weren't a bad player or anything like that. It's just like, why did you ash my fucking Jormungandr? I need a chance. Also, I just hate Magia. Like, Magia basically requires a Kaiju. It's a triple negate every turn. That's crazy. It takes a bit of setup, but it's still crazy. And we don't even get to choose the coin toss. No. We made it at 1 rank and it's been awful. Our opponent has severe indecision or the servers are not having a response. Yeah, there we go. Right, take 2 of that. Surely we can get a response from the server this time. That is certainly an aim. Alright. Let's see what they're up to. We... moderately decent hand, actually. Just need to remember I can light, earth, wind. Lock myself. Either their connection is iffy, or they do not have as good a hand. Yeah, I'm not summoning on your turn. Mimical. Yep, you do not do light darks. Mimical summons one to my field, right? Yeah. Perfect. Genuinely perfect. I can't activate Earth Monsters effects. I can't activate the Mimical effects. I can't resolve them. I just win. I'm locked out of Earth effects for the rest of this duel. I don't know if they've noticed. Granted, their hand is, like, pretty bad by the looks of it, but, you know, I can take joy in the small things. Alright, it's normal summon. What are we thinking? You gonna flip this up? Imperm. You don't understand how Lopter works, do you? Either that, or you don't know when to use Imperm against the generator card. Anyway. I'm very happy that I am insulated against all of their effects, you know? Okay. Put it face up. See what happens. The answer will surprise them. But why monster no do effect? I think we just go Val. That is such a cheat code. I am so happy I just kind of had in my hand at the start of this duel. That is amazing. I've never thought about it before. Best way to counter Mimical, just draw Impulse, activate Impulse, no traps in grave. They cannot get you to do anything. Right, Geki. You know what? We're going to tribute off Valor. I'm going to summon from deck, and we'll protect the Mimical. Well. Oh, wait, no, because it's in the cards to be destroyed. Right. Okay. They're going again. Slime and Dragon. Okay. I don't really care what I get. Not Slime. Somehow that always happens. I don't think I've ever picked Dragon in that scenario. They get Dragon. If this card is normal special summon, you can add a Mimical. Add a Mimical. Add a Mimical, go for it. Get Master. Summon the Master on top of his cartoonish chest. Add a Mimical. Okay. Now that one would be a special to my field. You really want to do these things, don't you? Oh wait, no. They can just summon it to theirs. Or if you control a Mimical. Right. What are we looking at? What are you into? Giant Mimigal. And a Mimigal, okay. Does that deck lose to Droll? It does feel like it kinda does so far. Mimigal Room, okay. You do just beat this by raw defense staff. And attack sets. Oh, you just can't attack directly. Huh. Non-Xyz. Right. I control a monster. That's unfortunate. Any player controls face down. Okay. I mean, I'll just put face up instead. Mean. I mean, I can still just do, like, Crackdown. The thing is, they do just give me another monster now. Oh. Alright then. Awesome. Oh, wait, why couldn't I? I cannot normal summon monsters. Can I target this? I think I can actually. Okay. Choose. It's face up to that, anyway. Like, whoop-de-doodle, good for you. Using my attack stat now. That monster. And I could summon again. I don't think I want it in their grave, though. I can target this, right? Yeah, I can just target it. Gimme. You want to give me your monsters anyway, why don't you just give me the bigger ones, you know? Aw, no fun. They don't want me to steal their monster, guys. I wonder what the card they drew for turn is. Is it good enough? You can just add a Mimical during the main phase. They can at least search one thing they want to search. Pop Herder. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you can have the Animal, I guess. You can have that. Huh. Am I going to control no monsters at the start of the next turn? I think I will. After level 4, that's a Link one. You can... Okay. You're not killing that, and I'm not going to destroy everything I own, nor am I going to give it to you. So you're just killing this one. I can just flip this up. I can flip this up and tribute some over it if need be. Actually, that's moderately funny. I can flip this up, kill my own Condemned Witch, Steal. That's funnier. Set this, just in case I forget. So we go battle. Do that. Our opponent controls a monster. Anyway. Get rid of the one in my own grave. Oh, I've also realised I can't even use the effect of Fenrir even if I did get him on the field, so he's not the most useful of things. Main 2, and... Oh, I could tribute summon Saronet. It's kind of funny. But no. We'll, you know, get rid of the Anima instead. Because that means that this guy becomes 2/5. I think. I guess because I control it rather than they do. Ah well. Can't have everything, as they are very much learning. I love it. The hard counter to Mimigal. Lock yourself out of Earth effects. I've never done that before. I've never thought of doing it before. Why don't I do it more often? It's so easy. Draw the one of in nearly 50 cards. I mean, this is decent for the archetype, but the archetype itself is poor. And then the rest of those are mid at best. But mid is probably a bit generous. Okay. 2 packs. Both, well, first one's apparently a bit shiny. Haven't had a Royal Rare in a while. I think that would be neat. That is Dark World. It is a payoff for the fusion we have. It does require a specific name. Ghost Trick. And Tellarknight. Is this new? I feel like this is new. Tellarknight Constellar. Yeah, this should be new. Did that... Wait, did that open a pack? It did. I have a feeling that card is new, but I can't say for definite. I still don't think we have a look like the Constellar and everything. Apparently they're a turn skip deck. Ooh, that's a decent one. A Sophia Compulse. Generic level 4 Compulse. That's pretty good. It's better going second than going first, but it is still pretty good. And the rest of those are awful. So many duplicate cards. Good to see little has changed, you know? Some things just remain the same. Right, duel. Or at least find an opponent, and then duel. And we're probably going second. Oh, the server's not responding. We are going second. Okay. To be clear, I do prefer that we actually load into the duel than the server not responding when I lose the coin toss. Just because I lost the coin toss doesn't mean I automatically lose the duel. Are we on Ogdoadic? It does look like it. That's a deck you ain't seen in a while. The Bestial goes hard. It is Mitsu as well. Absolutely not. I think I do have to just get rid of that. Oh right, yeah I can't because I don't control anything yet. I can Bestial the Nunu or the Mitsu. You can target one monster. You need to wait for them to summon it. Or if you control An, tribute 1. That makes sense. Oh, and that's banished insurance as well. You just hold it. I don't know. The thing is, it's Mitsu. So they're inherently going to be slightly ridiculous. I think I have to leave that one. I just can't let them get on the Mitsu part. They're probably using these as like link material. I'd hazard a guess. That's why they got that one ready. Either that or they've read the fact that I got a Bestial very early. That's definitely been used as link. Link 2. Lizardos. Alright. You don't currently have... Oh, you don't need a Zero attack, you just need to banish a reptile. So draw 1. Yeah, go for it. What about these two then? What about you? Prohibition. Imperm. Well, that's funny. I don't have Imperm. But I don't need it. Also, they're obviously on a small alien package to get, like, A counters for the length 3 so they can do a skill drain. Very fun. Okay. Now they can just, yeah, recycle it. And they can just foolish it again. They could also foolish a different reptile. As they have done, which gives me A counters, right? Yep. I mean, this does resolve. Like, they can't stop that. The effect activated, so even if you did make the Alien Link 3, which it looks like you're probably going to, then your skill drain doesn't really do much of anything. Because this is also not a quit effect. During your main phase, if this card is Blink summoned, do you want to do that? Or are they all in the grave? Nope, they aren't all in the grave. Pollutant. Okay. But you do need to tribute an alien, you don't currently have an alien. So you can't manage that. I could tribute some of Fenrir. They've got a skill drain. That's kind of it. Link 2. Echidna. Okay. That one face up, change tank to 0. During your main phase, you can add. So you can search 1. You're locked into reptiles in your reptile deck. How tragic. Get to Tsuchinoko, which means you could get a draw. You get more. Oh, you just want a body? Or you just want a draw? Red Reboot. I am. I'm happy you didn't have that in hand, but like I don't need you to have it in hand. Oh yeah, I know what that one is. I can just banish it. That is an alien. Is it a continuous trap, or is it a normal trap? It is a normal trap card. That's a foolish for a reborn for the entire Mitsu line. Wow, you just had everything. The bestial didn't matter in the slightest. I hate this. Oh no, that's... I didn't get the... Are you not on that much Mitsurugi stuff? Like, you should have just got the spells. I can get rid of that, right? Surely level 5 or higher. Negate, destroy. I mean, I can just get rid of that. Anyway, give me that. Do I just banish something from that grave? I think I do. I think I get rid of this thing. So, yeah. Also need a play to activate their effects. I don't know if that's like... Is it the goose score or is it just skill drain? Because there is a difference. You don't have anything to discard, so you are just using this as the tribute thing for that. Oh, also I can summon Alpha because you modified my attack stats. Funny. I could send to the grave and I could get rid of this. Seems smart. I mean, yeah, but like, they're not skill drained, which is the important thing. And that's gone. And, I could put this back in your hand, or, hear me out, I'm just saying, I could banish your starter card face down and you could never get it back. And Valor summon from the grave, and we're kind of just waiting for the oh no, I disconnected. I think I'll go with it because cool, but I, you know, skill drain, right? It's still just like they're making skill drain. They are probably playing Mitsu line and just screwed it up. I am not playing a Mitsu line. I have more respect for them. I apologize. I committed slander against you for no good reason. But you are playing Rivalry of Warlords. And you are just trying to turbo to skill drain. That's a lot of royals. You're very committed to this. Right, okay. Next pack. Leave the legacy tickets. It's just the mass packs. Oh yeah, I realized I asked a question earlier in the stream. I didn't answer it for like myself because that's, you know, a thing that people normally do. If you could build a ooh, stun. If you could build a deck of only like one card, like 40 or 60 cards the same card, extra decks as you wish. No side deck because it doesn't matter. What card would you pick? For me, it would be one of two trap monsters, I think. I think it's either got to be the level 6 Apophis or Statue of Anguish pattern, because that is the funniest to me. Much like, apparently, it's very funny to give me a Dirac as, like, my new card. Wow. I don't think the previous pack really contained much of anything. It contained a Mokomoko, which is a funny flip illusion, but like it's a funny flip illusion, it's not good. Like, you might play it in hack hands if you were running like budget hack hands. Yeah, we've already got 2 of it, but this is a stun card. This is pretty decent. The opponent has to tribute summon for level 4 or lowers. Which is kind of mental. It also just wins against light monsters. Funny. It searches itself if you get multiple copies, but we don't have multiple copies. What do we have that has that attack stat? 1350. Probably actually just okay, there are handfuls, including, obviously, the card that it's kind of based on. But yeah, it's not many. Cypher Soldier. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Probably not even in the stun list, honestly. Alright, let's give it another duel. We've nearly been here for 3 hours. He is still pretty warm. We get to choose. Let's go first. The opponent has a cool and refreshing name. I think, to be fair, it's mainly warm because I've just been sitting in front of the computer. It's not actually too hot a day. That is an interesting hand. 14 card extra, but 60 card main, so real deck. You gotta assume. normal summon. I want my forbidden quick play spell. Oh, okay, I got one. Set. Set. And set. He'll move. So we've got Chalice, Boss Fight, Crackdown. Boss Fight is risky. Metaverse would be loads better, but we don't have Metaverse right now. Well, Field Spell would be a lot better. Just the Field Spell. You know what? Yeah, we'll do it now. I feel this is worth it against Dark Magician, or something using a Dark Magician engine. Yeah, there's Magician Souls. I guess that's what I mean, a Souls package, not a Dark Magician engine. Right, summon. Right, and in our case, we're going just straight hard. Summon tokens. And get you out as well. That gets us to a Lopter in defense position. We've got the tokens. And we contribute off a token for something else as needed. We've still got Chalice, we've still got Crackdown, we've got a non-negate. If they add a card from deck's hand, we can make them send a monster. I have a 7-card hand, which ain't great. You're a quick effect. I'm not gonna bother. Okay. You do you. To say the least, the branded stuff genuinely has gotten... Like, it wasn't interesting to me before. It is just worse. From your extra deck to the grave. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to foolish from extra. And just in case, get rid of this one. I want to get something else out. Yeah, we're going to get you out. We're going to get the Banish. This deck does have some fairies, but I need rocks or spellcaster. Oh wait, no, they have spellcasters. I could steal a spellcaster after banishing a card. Kind of neat. Send this to the grave, summon a Dark Magician with Dark Magician Girl. Okay, so you're summoning Dark Magician. And go for it. I don't know what that's doing for you, but you summon that Dark Magician. Steal the Dark Magician. Right, you need to... I need to read. Target 1. Right. So, we do it this way. 1, 2, Banish. I am holding on to the Crackdown in case they summon a spellcaster. Because they summon a spellcaster, I can use Crackdown, steal it, and use it as fuel for the Omni-Negate. Also, they're going to send a monster from hand to grave at the moment. Soul Servant. It's not the card I was scared of, but at the same time, I'm happy I did that anyway. Send a monster, please. Yeah, you can do that, that's fine. Magician go? Alright, send the monster from your hand to the grave. Because you don't currently have any on the field or in the grave. So I can only assume you're going to put one. That's a Buster Blader. And we'll face up the field to the grave, okay? Do I want that? We'll find out. If it attempts to use its effect, I'm probably going to take it. Because they no longer control it. I only got 2 cards left in hand. And that'll do it. Okay, nice. Patience. What were they on? Honestly, no wonder. It's a Highlander's 60 card. You're just hoping to not draw the bricks. Do you have all the starters? You could just play multiple copies of the starters. I know it's a foreign concept, but not everything in this deck is worth playing at all, even. Like, who's actually playing Canopic Protector, you know? In terms of, like, competitively. I'm sure there's someone who likes Horus, like just pure Horus, and would play it. But Canopic Protector is not a card you need to play for anything. They've got... oh no, they've got 1/2 of Ecclesia. But is that it? Oh, and Dark Magician. Dark Magician and Ecclesia are 2/ofs. Everything else is a 1/off. Why do they just have regular poly? That's weird. Don't need. I don't really know the branded bits. Not as good as it should be for your requirement, honestly. I think it's going to be far more effort than it's worth. Why are you playing like the Hecker Hands portion of it? Why are you planning on going second? Or are you planning on going first? It is confusing to look at that one. I have to tip us slightly over the 3-hour mark. Let's open our packs, update our stats, and call it a stream. That feels like it's actually gone by rather quickly, honestly. Well, we've got 4 new cards. It's just 5 new cards even. It's just a shame they aren't really anything. We've got 2 equipped spells. We got, I believe this was like 4 counter fairies or maybe heralds. Ye Old Fusion and Form Pal. I'm not going to be reading Form Pal. As much as like Pendulum Force might have been a thing, I'm going to avoid reading Form Pal as much as I can. It's too many cards. I do not have the brain power. Ancient Gear Frame is a decent card, methinks. Yeah, as far as Ancient Gear cards go for us, that's pretty good. Another Voltage, Find, Rescue, and Cupseed. Not particularly worth it. We don't have any of the yummies, I'm pretty sure. Maybe in the Pendulum Falls we played like, you know, some Valence cards. Just as like the low scales. Oh, we got 2 ultra rares. Hello. Brotherhood of Fire Fist. And Iron. Okay. Right one first. That is a pretty good draw. That is a pretty good card. Send a card from your hand to field of grades, special summon it if you Can't summon except rank 4s. If normal summoned, summon the Yugioh from deck. We have Palm. I think we have Palm, but nothing else. Aluba, the Jester of Despia. That is a decent draw. If a face-up fusion you control destroy the battle leaves the field, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, summon this, negate. If summoned, add a branded spell trap. I really don't know what we have in the way of either of those. So let's have a look. We got a little bit of time. Let's update stats before I forget though. So we played 2,636. We played 15 games today. And we have won we've won I need to check that. That doesn't feel right. No. I saw it. So, 1... There's 5. So that's 6 games right there. 7 games. I'm so confused. Did I not update it properly last time? Did I forget? Either way, it's accurate now, right? I looked at the right stat, I think. I must have just forgotten last stream. Because we didn't win all that. Yeah, we didn't win all that today. I'm not even sure we played that many. We did not win 12. Sorry. Just that's thrown me off a little bit. So, match history. Right, 16th. 1 win, 1 loss. 5 wins, 1 loss. 5 wins, 3 losses. So it's 9 wins, 6 losses. Which means we have played 15 games. But I guess we didn't update our wins and losses last stream? Must have done. Played 15, we've won 9. Yeah, we must have missed like three wins from the last stream or something. I don't actually know. Anyway, we also need to change that to the start of session 162. Right, as promised, let's go take a look at what we actually have. The Yugioh and branded. Start with branded first. We have a little bit. We don't have any of the extra deck, which does put us in a bit of a pickle. Oh wait, we have a branded fusion, right. Needs to mention Form of Albaz. But that also means that we can't do it, because we don't have Form of Albaz. There are other cards of fusion. Target Despia or Form of Albaz fusion. Yes. So we get branded in red. It does mean we have to clear it from the field first. It's also just a one-of. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything we can foolish for it, right? Or a Dark Fairy, or a Light Fiend. Send has to be level 8. And the Luba does mention Form of Abas, right? It doesn't mention Form of Abas. That doesn't even get it. But this does. Branded Opening gets it. And Branded Opening can then... including the Dragon Monster. We're not doing that. So in the Form of Abas... See, yeah, it's pretty much just Branded and Red. It'd be Branded Opening to get to Aluba. Or... what do you require? Despia, Light, Dark. So it's Springan's Kit or Branded Opening. Springan's Kit gets to Branded Opening. Branded Opening gets to Aluba. Aluba gets to Branded in Red. But we are locked into fusions at some point during that, right? Can't special summon from the extra deck except for fusions. So you'd play this with like Torrential in the main. And then... yeah, but you've got to get him in the grave. You've still got to have enough material in hand. I don't know, it feels a bit funky. If it's constant to the graveyard, add Despia monster from your deck to hand, except Tragedy. Banish this target branded spell trap, set it. Yeah, I think the thing we'd actually come up as a problem is fusion material. It's neat, but we only have one Ancient Gate Golem. It does get Ultimate Pound, but we still only have 2 total then. Valence we don't have anywhere near enough. Yeah, we got 1 field spell. Ryziel. Oh no, we have Node. We have Node, we have Palm, we have Plugin. Huh. And all Ryziel's gained for the rest of the turn if sent to the graveyard except from the field. I don't know if they're sent from the field to the grave when detached as Xyz material, but hey. Shuffling a Ryziel from your hand or grave into the deck or extra, which recycles it, I guess. It can shuffle itself. I have a tiny Ryziel package. Except not really, because it's not consistent. Although it is neat. Anyway. I hope you guys have all enjoyed yourselves. I've certainly found it a rather welcome surprise. I mean, we had a, what, 60% win rate today? That is kinda nutty. Just a little bit. 9 wins, 6 losses, I'll take it. Yeah, my name is Catmark, and I hope to catch you all guys on Monday. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't, so thank you all once again very much for watching, and you guys have a good weekend. I'll catch you guys Monday. Bye!